Good morning, sunshines. Callie Carroll here. We are doing, wow, what was that? That was beautiful. Our good morning sunshine. And we're talking about going from here to there in our lives, different subjects. Start off always by saying good morning, sunshine, or hashtag GMS in the comment bar below. Let me know if this is the rewatch or if you're watching live. That way I know that you're here. Also share something that you are grateful for as we start our day. So, I am so grateful for our Magic Accountability group, you guys. As a group, a bunch of people started to come together and electively decide to live a life of gratitude, right? And dive into this book, a resource that we're using. So I go in there this morning and it just lights me up to see everybody's comments. Lori, you light me up. Good morning, sunshine. Natalie, you light me up. Good morning, sunshine. And seeing everybody's interaction and conversation and just presence, which is what we talked about yesterday, right? Being in the now. And to them, for every single right in that moment. We'll see about my internet connection. Oh my gosh, Marlise, how are you? So grateful for all of that. Grateful for you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. On Tuesdays, we like to dive a little bit into one of our savers from Hal Elrod's book, The Miracle Morning: Silence, Affirmation, Visualization, Exercise, Reading, Scribing, a powerful miracle morning routine, right? What you're doing for a powerful miracle morning routine, a powerful morning routine, and the affirmations that you're stepping into, remembering that what you say about yourself is a reflection of what you think about yourself, which is what is going to become. So if you think that you're impatient, if you think that you're unorganized, if you think that you're quiet and timid and unsuccessful, any of these things, you will create that in your life if you have not already. So affirmations is simply choosing to step into your greatness, even if you're not quite there yet, right? Choosing to say and start to believe that you. This is going to be rough, guys. It keeps going in and out. So we're going to hit our subject. All right. So share some of your affirmations and let's talk about stepping up, keeping up with the times. And I wanted to talk about, well, it's so funny, you guys. I was actually logging on to start my video, and Facebook again has changed everything, right? Like I'm going to go live and it's like, oh, we've changed everything. Like press this button, change this button, like go to this tutorial, try these different things. So I'm going through and I'm following Facebook's updates. And right away I think about this, right? I'm like, think about, okay, for some of you guys, right? Think about 20 years ago and where our lives were in terms of technology, right? You guys, okay, so I was the guy that had the flip phone, and I loved the flip phone. First, I had the mini, tiny, Nokia that could stick in your back of the pocket when you went to the bar, and I was like, yes, this is the best phone ever. And people had big phones, but I wanted the teeny tiny. And I remember going to Central City with my cousin and a couple friends. So we're up there and him and I are just hanging out and he's texting. And I look over, I'm like, ugh, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm sending a message. And I was like, that's so ridiculous. Literally, you guys, I was like, I will never send text messages. That is just not going to be something I do. That just seems ridiculous. I miss the Burberry, right? I know. Okay. So why I'm doing this, I want to hear about some things where you were left behind or some things that you missed, right, from the past. So I was like, I'm never going to update this. And I literally, you guys, I kept my dummy phone or stupid phone or flip phone or whatever that is. I kept it until the last minute I felt like I possibly could. And finally, I entered the smartphone era probably 3 years after everybody else. And when I did, there was a learning curve because there's always a learning curve, right? But I was like, this is me. Everything right at my fingertips. And I was like, I can't believe I didn't just keep up with the times, right? I was so resistant to learning something new. So then it came time a little bit later where I needed a new update of my laptop. And I know that people like their MacBooks, blah, blah, blah. But I was like, I just don't know if I want to go through the learning curve of going through and learning how to work a MacBook. And I put it off. Oh, this baby is so cute. Kept putting it off. And finally, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it, right? I got my, Mac. I know. I was like, I'm not sure, but gotcha. I got my MacBook. It took me 2 weeks to learn how to use. Then this morning I log on and everything's changed, right? Facebook was down last week because they were doing all the things that they're doing. And all of a sudden WhatsApp is introduced and everything's crossed over. And I don't understand. I feel like TikTok's crossing over everywhere, but I don't research anything. I just know that the times keep changing. And I also know that if we're not willing, that we're missing out, right? We can miss out on so many different wonderful opportunities. Now, that doesn't mean that all new is better. I also want to comment on that. I was trying to look up some different instances and literally nobody talks about this. Like I was Googling and nothing was coming up here. Okay. So looking at what things in your life have progressed and changed and have made it better. Right? And then what trends do you feel like you wish maybe just wouldn't have hit the scene, right? Like, I could have done without this or that, right? But no matter what, when these different things, I think technology for us, we're in this technical age, right, is such a huge thing. The advancement between 1998, 97 to now is huge. It's completely different. And all of the different things that have trickled along the way. So here's one more, right? I got into my car and you guys, I don't know what I was doing. I'm in here working. I got in my car and I pressed the volume for my radio to turn the car on like an idiot. Like, what am I doing? And it's funny. I looked over. Okay. So there's the stop start button. My mom borrowed my car a couple weeks ago to take both the baby somewhere. And she'd never driven a car with a push start. Right, all these different things. She just actually bought a new car after this. And she's like, it's so weird. I go into other people's lanes and it actually like shakes and not like notifies me. I'm like, yeah, technology, right? So today's just a conversation about remembering that keeping up with the times can be challenging, but it can be really beneficial in the future. And there's certain things that you may resist, like me. Now, some people, they're in the forerunning, like they want to be the first to use everything. They're really comfortable with change and starting those new things. High five if you guys could let us guys, us dinosaur guys, know what to be looking into and trying. Like literally, I just started TikTok, I think like a month ago. And I'm like, why did it exist? Because making videos is challenging, right? And I still don't know what the hell I'm doing. Like seriously, you watch me and you're like, oh my God, she's such an idiot. But I keep getting a little bit better and I keep learning a little bit more. And there's different people and different things that I can reach. And actually, it's way more entertaining than anything else that I've done in the past. I don't know if you guys are TikTokers, but like I don't Facebook or Instagram scroll, but TikTok, man, that can soak me in, right? So there's all of these different little things that are coming out that can enhance your life if you choose for it to and if you embrace the change. Today's lesson, embrace the change, you guys. Keep up with the times. You'll be amazed at how your life keeps progressing when you do that, and how you can continue to build relationships, because eventually, if you don't, you're going to be extinct in those areas of your life. And who wants to be extinct? So if you're willing, you guys say, I'm willing to keep up with the times. That's all I have for today. I'm glad that I had some sort of service while I was doing this. Good morning, sunshines. Love you guys. Light and love from my yoga studio.